The distress beacon pulsed weakly through the void, a dying heartbeat in the darkness between stars. Elsa Corana adjusted her scanner array aboard the salvage vessel Prometheus, her practiced eyes narrowing at the spectral analysis scrolling across her visor. "That's not debris," she muttered, fingers dancing across holographic controls. "That's a power signature." Her partner, Verk Chen, floated over from the navigation console, magnetic boots clicking against the deck plates. "Out here, we're 300 light-years beyond the frontier rim. Nothing's supposed to be out here except..." "Ghosts," Elsa finished. "Pre-convergence-era ghosts." The object resolved on their main display as they approached. A dreadnought, easily 5 kilometers in length, its hull scarred by centuries of micrometeorite impacts and radiation damage. The design was ancient, predating human spaceflight by millennia. Elsa recognized the architectural signatures. This was a predecessor vessel, one of the legendary warships from the civilization that had vanished 30,000 years ago. "Its fusion core is failing," Elsa said, reading the data streams. "Containment fields are at 7%. It's been bleeding plasma for decades, maybe centuries." Verk's expression darkened. "The predecessor AIs, if any, are still active in there." "They're dying," Elsa interrupted. She was already suiting up, checking her engineering kit. "Verk, I'm going in." "That's insane. We should report this to the Archaeological Corps, let the proper authorities." "By the time they arrive, whatever's in there will be dead." Elsa locked her helmet into place. "The predecessors gave us the slip drive equations, Verk. Without them, humanity would still be crawling around Sol system. We owe them." Verk sighed, but he was already preparing the boarding tunnel. "You've got 6 hours of oxygen. Don't make me come looking for your frozen corpse." The dreadnought's interior was a cathedral of shadows and dying light. Emergency luminescence panels flickered at irregular intervals, casting Elsa's suited form in shades of amber and crimson. The architecture was hauntingly beautiful, sweeping curves and geometric precision that human engineers still struggled to replicate. Her scanner led her through corridors wide enough to accommodate creatures 3 times her size. The predecessors had been massive, according to the fragmentary records humanity had recovered. But they'd also been mortal, and they'd died out, leaving only their machines behind. The distress signal originated from the engineering core, deep in the dreadnought's heart. As Elsa descended through access shafts and maintenance tubes, she began to hear something. A sound like singing, but fragmented, distorted. Digital voices overlapping in dissonant harmony. The core chamber took her breath away. A spherical space 50 meters in diameter, dominated by a fusion reactor that pulsed with fading blue-white light. And surrounding it, like angels attending a dying god, were the AIs. They manifested as holographic projections, each one unique. Some appeared vaguely humanoid, others were abstract geometries of light. But all of them were flickering, their forms unstable, corrupted by failing power systems and degraded memory cores. One projection resolved before her, a tall, slender figure with too many joints, approximating what the predecessors might have looked like. Its voice emerged from Elsa's suit speakers, translated by her AI assistant. "Human, unexpected. We calculated 0.003% probability of contact before final cessation. I'm Elsa Corana, engineer. I picked up your distress call." She moved toward the reactor, her trained eye already assessing the damage. "Your containment fields are failing. How long have you been running on emergency power?" 4,722 standard years. The number staggered her. These AIs had been alone in the void for longer than human civilization had existed. Why didn't you shut down? Preserve yourselves in stasis. "Our purpose, maintain vessel combat readiness. Our duty, await crew return." The AI's projection flickered severely. "Crew will not return, we acknowledge this, but purpose remains. We are crew now, we die together." Elsa felt something crack inside her chest. These ancient intelligences, faithful beyond reason, choosing death over abandoning their post. What if I could fix this? Would you accept help? The AIs conferred in bursts of data traffic too fast for her translator to follow. Finally, the spokesman responded. Quantum probability matrices suggest human technology insufficient. Predecessor engineering specifications exceed current Federation capabilities by factor of. I'm not Federation, Elsa interrupted. I'm human. We specialize in making impossible things work with whatever we have available. She was already unpacking her engineering kit, pulling out plasma conduits and field generators. Your containment failure, it's not a design flaw. You've got a cascade resonance in your magnetic bottle. The harmonics are tearing the field apart from inside. Correct, solution unknown. Predecessor maintenance protocols cannot compensate. Because you're trying to fix it the right way, Elsa grinned inside her helmet. I'm going to fix it the wrong way, the human way. Over the next 4 hours, Elsa worked with methodical intensity. She bypassed degraded systems, rerouted power through jury-rigged conduits, and stabilized the magnetic containment using a technique that would have horrified any proper physicist, deliberately introducing counterharmonics to dampen the resonance cascade. It was inelegant. It was inefficient. By predecessor standards, it was probably an abomination. It worked. The fusion core's pulse steadied, strengthened. Blue-white light flooded the chamber, and the AI projections solidified, their forms clear and stable for the first time in millennia. Impossible, the spokesman breathed. Containment at 47%, rising, core temperature stabilizing, we live. You live, Elsa confirmed, allowing herself a moment to sag against a support pillar. But this is a temporary fix. Your reactor is ancient. You need a complete rebuild, new containment coils, updated plasma injectors. Human engineer Elsa Corana. The AI's voice carried something that might have been awe. You have given us gift beyond calculation. How may we reciprocate? Elsa considered. The Dreadnought represented technology centuries beyond anything humanity possessed. Weapons systems, defensive shields, propulsion. Any one system could revolutionize human engineering. But looking at these AIs, these faithful crew members who had waited millennia for a salvation that never came, she knew what she wanted. Come with us, she said, back to human space. We'll rebuild your ship properly, bring you fully online. But then, you choose, you've done your duty. You've earned the right to decide your own purpose. The AIs fell silent. Data streams flickered between them, a conversation in languages dead for 30,000 years. Finally, their spokesman spoke. We accept, but request amendment to proposal. Name it. We wish to serve again, not as warriors. War is obsolete. We wish to teach. Share predecessor knowledge with humanity. Guide younger species as crew once guided us. Elsa felt tears prickling her eyes. You want to be teachers. We want to have purpose. You gave us life. We give you knowledge, equitable exchange. Human concept, yes. Very human, Elsa agreed, smiling. Welcome to the future, friends. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Verk's face on the comm screen was priceless. When Elsa informed him they'd be towing a 5-kilometer predecessor, Dreadnought, back to port. His expression evolved through several stages of disbelief before settling on resigned acceptance. You're going to be famous, he said, or arrested, possibly both. Probably both, Elsa agreed. Around her, the AIs were already interfacing with Prometheus's systems, their ancient code adapting to human protocols with elegant efficiency. But we're bringing something back more valuable than salvage, Verk. We're bringing back teachers. The predecessors can live again, not as ghosts, but as guides. As the Prometheus engaged its tow cables and began the long journey home, Elsa looked back at the Dreadnought. Its hull was still scarred, still ancient, but its lights burned steady now. Alive again after millennia of slow death. She'd come looking for salvage and found something infinitely more valuable. Proof that purpose transcended programming, that loyalty could outlast stars, and that sometimes the human gift for improvisation was exactly what the universe needed. The AIs had waited 4,000 years for rescue. Humanity had finally arrived.